This is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I want to talk about Discovery and how they're actually going to be merging with Warner Brothers. The importance of this is that, as you guys know, Warner Brothers let go Johnny Depp from the Fantastic Beasts franchise, and now they're making a documentary, which they claim is going to be more balanced. They did call Amber Heard a liar in the description of the documentary, and they of course called Johnny Depp a monster. However, we're used to the mainstream being hard on Johnny and being very light or very silent on Amber. So I was kind of happy that they at least took the angle that she had been this liar that he didn't recognize after they got married and things like that. But finding out that Discovery is going to merger with Warner Brothers obviously raises some questions and, dips down my hopes of this thing being fair just a little bit. So I got an article about it, want to talk about that. Going to talk about some, other things not exactly related to this case here as far as Johnny and Amber, but of course that's going to be an overarching theme because that's what we're interested in and the speculation about that. Here we see it. It's from November 18th, 2021, not fresh off the press, but not old news either. Warner Bros. Discovery to trade as WBD on NASDAQ as filing discloses new merger details. The company shared the information in a regulatory filing Thursday afternoon. In its forming S-4 filing with the SEC Thursday, Discovery Inc. outlined new details about its pending merger with Warner Bros. Media, including a period of time in late April when the deal talks nearly fell apart. The Discovery-Warner Media merger began February 13th, 2021, which is unlucky for some of us, when Discovery CEO David Zaslav reached out to AT&T CEO John Stankey. Talks picked up in March as Stankey and Zaslav hammered out details. The Newhouse family and John Malone were consulted, and boutique investment bank Allen & Co. was brought on as an advertiser. Warner Media owns the likes of the Warner Bros. Studio, HBO, and streaming service HBO Max, as well as the Turner Cable networks, including CNN, TNT, and TBS. Discovery's reality TV-heavy properties also include HGTV, Food Network, and Animal Planet. I'm not going to hide on this one. I'm not a big fan of CNN. They have some okay factual reporting, usually after hours, but I do find them to be pretty heavily biased, and it's no surprise that a company like Warner Brothers that plays identity politics also owns CNN. In the filing, Discovery shared internal Warner Media projections that revenue at its business would rise from $28.2 billion in 2020 to $45 billion in 2025. We think together the combination makes us the best media company in the world, Zaslav said in announcing the deal, noting that the combined firm would spend $20 billion on content. We will be one company, one culture, one mission, great stories, great content that entertains people in every country around the world. And there you have it. I gotta admit, seeing the scope and the size of Warner Brothers, which I wasn't quite aware of. I knew they were big, but I didn't know exactly how big. And now seeing this scope makes me lose a little bit of hope in what's going on and how the documentary will be balanced. But I gotta say this, and this is kind of out-of-the-box thinking, all right? If Johnny Depp did go back to Disney, go back to Warner Brothers, what would that do for his fan base right now? What would that do for the fans moving forward? Well, he'd get more fans in a general sense. But I really think the fandom that really sees Johnny as a person and an artist and a musician are already there. Because they've lived their life watching his career as they've been growing up themselves and becoming adults themselves and having kids themselves. So they've had the same momentum with Johnny Depp, and that can't be replaced. The only thing that could come out of him going back to Disney and Warner Brothers, if they let him back, is more money for him. And that's great, because he lost a lot of money. But as far as who he is as an artist and a person and how he's remembered, well, that's up to him to make his projects now like he's doing in Europe, make his music now like he's doing with Jeff Beck and some other musicians. So, you know, I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, and there's one line that really puts it in perspective. And Frodo says, thinking of picking up the pieces of an old life, you realize there is no going back. Because I think as humans, we want to go back and get the past to be how it was. You want to go back to that time, you know, when Johnny was Jack Sparrow and coming out with other new movies and stuff like that. But that's it. That's never coming back. There's no reason to fight for that, you know, old feeling and those old times to come back. It's more about moving forward and telling the bad people, you know what? You guys are great. Thanks for those big roles and all that extra fame. But at this point, you guys are kind of evil, so we're better off without you because we've already got the fam together, so to speak. All right, you guys, let me know what you think down below. Doing shout-outs, special thanks. Yeah, my topic here went in 2 different directions, but, you know, we got the info on Warner Bros. Now, worth about $28 billion or something. Didn't quite know that. It is fun to think Elon Musk has like, what, 5 times that amount of money or 7 times that amount of money anyway, so, all right, they ain't that big. Anyway, rant over. We're done here. See you next time.